Hey, today I am going to be demonstrating how to penetrate a controlled environment via proxy and then perform a few tests on it to scan for the top 10 OWASP vulnerabilities. I am not going to be able to display all 10 because I don't want this video to take up the entire time in my presentation, but this should be good as a demonstration, I think. Okay, first off, this is where I set up my controlled environment. It is a virtual machine running Ubuntu, specifically the 22.4 version, and it's pretty good. I chose it because it does not crash my computer. And onto Linux, you need to set up your proxy. My chosen proxy was that proxy because it makes a lot of stuff easy. I hate burp, but just let that load real quick. Okay. Now, right from here, you need to manual explore, set it to localhost, since, well, yeah, the other VM is also on the same computer. Make sure it's on sites. Yes. You select your browser, Chrome or Firefox. I like Firefox. And then launch browser. Then this should automatically take you to your controlled environment, which is DVWA, by the way. To log in, you just put in your username and your super secret password and log in. Now, as soon as you get here, you want to be running a Spider. Spider is a pre-built package that will automatically explore your website, the current website. And while that's running, go ahead and set an active scan. This will go ahead and notify you of several key vulnerabilities that we will be using later. All of the notifications are set to the alerts tab. As you can see, we already have a few. Now, while active scan is running, we can go ahead and test for the first vulnerability, which is broken access control, if I remember right. Yes, it is. So to do this, you need to go to, just a sec, it's sometimes me, instructions, and then weak session ID. Go ahead and select WebSockets right here. Now for this, simply press generate, and right here should generate a request. I believe this is it. Yes, it is. Okay, so simply, wait, no, did it miss? It must have missed something. Let me try to generate it one more time. Right there, there's the request. As you can see, it has an ID. This is pretty simple to test for. Just go to the ID and change it to whatever you want. I'll change it to my favorite character ever. Come on. There we go. And send it. As you can see, it resends it, and we were able to modify data unhindered. That means that DVWA is weak to this vulnerability, and that's the first one cleared. Well, by the way, we're only going to be testing about 4 or 5 of these, because I do not want to spend all 20 minutes of my presentation talking about this. I have to get through the presentation to get a good grade. Next vulnerability, we can go ahead and move to injection, which is kind of cool. Right here, we go to SQL injection, user ID, we just input any incorrect input data. Like right here, for example, capital I equals I. Now, you can put whatever you want, just make sure that the code is incorrect. And if it kicks us right here, that means we were able to manually inject SQL code without it ensuring it's correct. And it should kick us out and crash. Ooh, yep, it crashed. So we can just go back, and it's weak to that now. So I'm just going to check something real quick. Is it still going? Yes, it is. Okay. So just minimize that. Next, we can do two more. The blinds, let me see which one's interesting. Just to show you how useful that is, let's test for insecure design. And this is very, very easy. Just go to the Alerts tab and search for this. Absence of anti-CSFR tokens, you can see it right there. And this means that it is weak to this vulnerability. Simple, right? Or you can also look for, it's usually here, X content type options header missing. There's also another sign. I'm not exactly sure what that one means, but it means that it's weak. So then we can test for one more, which is, let me look for one interesting. I don't want to do brute force. No, this one's a little bit more hand-on. So we go to brute force and type any incorrect username or password. And as you can see, it kept us from loading. Now, to properly test for this, you need to do this again about 50 to 70 times is about how many times I did it the first time. That's how you properly test it, but during that entire time, DVWA should not put any kind of, it should not warn you or attempt to kick you out, which means it has severe failures in monitoring activity. I mean, if you try to log into this 70 or 80 times and you're not testing this, then you're obviously trying to get through order of, what's the word called? Order of, I don't know. You're getting rid of options and then fixing it. So yeah, it is very weak to this, at least for the time I tested it. That was quicker than I thought, so we can just test one more. We can test for, let me see here, insecure design, and we already did injection. We can test for, cryptographic failures, which is the second weakness. Now for this, you just simply go to alerts and look through here for cookie without a secure flag, or with no HTTP only flag. This is a sure sign. Yeah, last time I had a weak hash algorithm, and that also means it, but this time it don't. That's weird. But if it has this, it's weak to the vulnerability, and that means that DVWA is also weak to it. So that's all my time, and I have to go finish my presentation so everybody else can go too. So thank you for listening, and I hope you all have a great day.